Okay, so the first part of chapter 3 talked about matter, what it is. There's three states of matter, and matter can also be described, and we describe physical and chemical properties of matter. And remember, those are just descriptions. Now we're going to talk about the actual changes that matter can undergo. And again, it's still two categories, physical and chemical, so let's take a look. A physical change is a change that does not affect the composition of a substance. So the fundamental components will remain the same. So what I showed you in these pictures, all three are water, right? So you have solid ice, liquid water, and then you can see the water vapor. All three pictures are water, H2O. All that's changed is its state of matter. So the ice melted, right, to make the water, and the water was boiled to create the vapor. So you still have water, you just made a change, but it was just a change of state. It didn't change the water into anything new. So these are physical changes. Chemical changes, on the other hand, will result in the formation of a new substance. So basically, any reactions in chemistry where you have reactants on the left and products on the right, that's chemical change. It's an actual reaction because your products are no longer the same as the reactants. And a good example is still water. So if you take H2O and you break it down into hydrogen and oxygen, these are two gases, which are different from when they are combined as water. So this is a chemical change because you do not have what you started with. Okay, so what do you think? You can either pause this or just listen to me go through this. We have physical and chemical changes listed here. It's your job to figure out which is which. So let's start with the silver jewelry. Silver jewelry tarnishes. The tarnishing itself is a chemical change because the silver became oxidized, it has that blackish color, so it did react and turned into something new. You can, however, use a cleaner to get the silver to get its shine back. So that part of it, the fact that you could return it to silver, makes it also physical. So silver jewelry tarnishing is kind of tricky. So the tarnishing aspect is chemical, but the fact that you can get the shininess back is physical. Iron melting, okay, that is just iron from a solid state to a liquid state, that is physical. Wood burning in the air, when you burn the wood, the product is not going to be the same as the wood before it burned, so that is chemical. A rock broken into smaller pieces, that is physical because you just have the rock in smaller pieces, it's still rock. Iron combining with oxygen to form rust, you now have rust being formed from oxygen and iron, so that is a new product from the two reactants that you started with. So that is a chemical change.